Well, hey guys, pull up a chair because in this video, we're going to be doing a comparison between Amlactin and CeraVe SA lotion for rough and bumpy skin. Which one is better? I'm a board certified dermatologist, and in this video, we are going to be comparing the ingredients between these two products, the textures, the consistency, the performance. By the end of the video, you're gonna have a good idea as to which product you should buy for your rough and bumpy skin. But before we get into this video, make sure you are subscribed to this channel, hit the bell notifications, that way you know when my videos go live. And if you like skincare, hit the thumbs up. It really helps my videos out a lot. A lot of you guys out there deal with something called Keratosis Pilaris. It is a dry skin condition where you get these little rough bumps, often on the upper arms, the thighs, really anywhere. And if you've watched my videos on Keratosis Pilaris, I'll link some of them down below, you know that consistent moisturizing is key to managing this condition. Both of these products are a nice lightweight lotion consistency. They don't feel greasy or heavy on the skin. They both have the active ingredient ammonium lactate, which is a derivative of the alpha hydroxy acid lactic acid, and it has got a long-standing track record for helping manage keratosis pilaris, as well as a variety of other dry skin conditions. Ammonium lactate helps soften and exfoliate dry built-up skin cells, and for keratosis pilaris, that's what leads to those little rough bumps. Consistently using an ammonium lactate moisturizer can help in increasing the strength and thickness of the skin, making it more resistant to irritation, burning, and stinging. And ammonium lactate also can help improve your skin's production of hyaluronic acid, upwards of 50%. Hyaluronic acid is that compound that holds onto water, leaves the skin hydrated, plump, improves skin texture. So ammonium lactate is an underrated ingredient in the skincare industry. Amlactin has been around for a really long time, so that means dermatologists have been recommending it to their patients with dry skin conditions like keratosis pilaris for a really long time, whereas CeraVe as a brand just came out in 2005, which wasn't actually that long ago, and they didn't release their SA lotion until many years later. So long story short, this one does have seniority, but sometimes with newer products comes improvements. Now, before we do a deep dive into any potential improvements that CeraVe offers over Amlactin, let's talk about what's on everybody's mind these days, and that is price. How do these compare price point wise? Amlactin is roughly $1.64 per ounce, whereas CeraVe is around $1.94 per ounce. CeraVe provides some additional ingredients, however, that may help you out. The SA in CeraVe SA lotion stands for salicylic acid. It can help exfoliate dry, rough, built-up skin cells in addition to that ammonium lactate. So it has two things going to work at that rough, dry, bumpy skin. Salicylic acid also can help in improving hyperpigmentation, and it can help with oiliness, acne. So if you get breakouts on the body, SA is beneficial in that regard as well. And salicylic acid is anti-inflammatory. Now, if you deal with keratosis pilaris, you know sometimes it can become inflamed. The little rough bumps are often surrounded by a red halo of redness. That is a sign of inflammation, inflamed keratosis pilaris. Then it can get itchy, uncomfortable. The combination of salicylic acid and ammonium lactate not only can help soften and exfoliate that dry, heaped up, rough, bumpy skin, but it can improve the health of the moisture barrier, making your skin less prone to irritation. Speaking of moisture barrier, it wouldn't be CeraVe without the inclusion of 3 essential ceramides. If you've watched any number of my videos, you will remember that ceramides are a very important part of our skin barrier. They are fats naturally present and kind of the glue between the skin cells. And in dry skin conditions like keratosis pilaris, a deficiency in ceramides can contribute to flares of that condition and to a predisposition to developing that issue. Applying ceramides in a product like CeraVe to the skin can help your body begin to make more of its own ceramides. CeraVe is unique in that it includes the 3 essential ceramides in something called MVE, which is a type of technology that kind of allows for a layered and slow release deposition of the ceramide onto the skin for more long-lasting hydration. So while CeraVe has 3 essential ceramides, this product by Amlactin, the daily moisturizing lotion, does not have ceramides. However, they have another product with ammonium lactate that also has ceramides. It's got a blue label on it. So if you wanted the ceramide benefit, you could choose that product over this one. CeraVe also includes hyaluronic acid, a humectant that's going to help in moisture retention. That improves the moisture content of the skin and the stratum corneum. And when the moisture content is improved, that actually facilitates better skin turnover, reducing the accumulation of that dry, heaped up, bumpy stuff, smoothing everything out. It really just lends itself to better overall skin health. And last but not least, CeraVe SA lotion for rough and bumpy skin also has vitamin D in it. What? You've heard about vitamin D, it's important for bone health obviously, but applying it to the skin has been used in dermatology for a long time for the treatment of skin conditions where you kind of have abnormal skin cell turnover, including psoriasis. When applied to the skin, vitamin D can help in reducing certain inflammatory markers, and it also can help in improving the skin cell turnover, making it less prone to the dry, bumpy stuff. This is something that this product has that is unique that the Amlactin product does not. Now, CeraVe does use parabens as the preservative, whereas Amlactin does not. And I have videos explaining that parabens are more than safe. They are not a problematic ingredient. They protect the product from contamination. But if you are allergic to parabens or you find that they irritate your skin, then you would probably want to avoid the CeraVe product and instead choose the Amlactin product. Amlactin has potassium sorbate is the preservative in this product. So those are the ingredients. In my opinion, you're getting a little bit additional in terms of ingredients in the CeraVe product in comparison to Amlactin. Both will address the needs of keratosis pilaris, but you may find that with long-term consistent use of the CeraVe product, maybe you get a little bit better barrier support. Keratosis pilaris is a chronic skin condition. There is no cure for it, you just have to manage it. And I think the inclusion of these additional ingredients, ceramides, hyaluronic acid, vitamin D, and salicylic acid, I think ultimately that makes this a product that not only helps just address the dry, bumpy skin, but I think it overall can better potentially support the health of your moisture barrier, reducing flares of keratosis pilaris. Now, I don't have a study to back that up. I'm just basing that off of my experience with this product, the ingredients, and knowing that we do have research on how these ingredients benefit the skin in actual clinical real-world scenarios. So I would say it would not surprise me if this product performed a little bit better for your keratosis pilaris in the long run. So paying roughly 30 cents per ounce more for this product in comparison to this one, I actually do think it's worth it in the long run. You're actually getting something in return. You're getting additional ingredients. And as a brand, CeraVe's ceramide technology does consistently demonstrate benefit in clinical studies. So I have confidence that you are getting something for your money in terms of that 30 cents per ounce price uptick for the CeraVe SA lotion in comparison to Amlactin Daily. What about product consistency? These are both lotions, so they're very lightweight. They're not greasy or heavy on the skin. They absorb very quickly. They feel very, very similar. But in my experience, this product, the Amlactin product, stings significantly more than the CeraVe SA lotion, especially if you have a little nick, a cut, or any sores on the skin. I actually had a paper cut and I was putting this on and it really stung the paper cut, whereas I don't find that to be the case with CeraVe's SA lotion. Not to say that this wouldn't cause stinging for some people, but I did find this to actually sting. But to be clear, the Amlactin product, when applied to intact skin, there wasn't any stinging. But for those of you who deal with eczema, if you are having an eczema flare, you may find Amlactin to be very uncomfortable. If a product burns or stings, you're unlikely to stay consistent with it. And when it comes to keratosis pilaris, consistency with the product is key in order for it to work and to continue to help control the keratosis pilaris. That's how these two compare in terms of consistency, quality, ingredients, But what about actual performance? Is one superior to the other in terms of helping to improve and control keratosis pilaris? The answer is no, in the sense that we don't actually have a study comparing these two products in terms of outcomes for anything, let alone keratosis pilaris. But like I said at the beginning of this video, Amlactin has been around for a really long time, and we have a lot of clinical experience using Amlactin, more so than the CeraVe product, because it's just a lot newer. And this is a frequently recommended product for, like I said, a variety of skin conditions, not just keratosis pilaris. Dermatologists are going to be a lot more confident recommending this, especially for keratosis pilaris, combined with the fact that this one is less expensive. Now, if you like the idea of ceramides in your product, consider getting the version of this that has ceramides in it. I didn't choose that one for simplicity's sake. I wanted to go to the most OG version of Amlactin, but you could consider getting that one as well. It's not uncommon for keratosis pilaris to occur on the face, and I often get the question, can we use these products on the face? Specifically, Amlactin cautions against that. The potential for irritation is much greater applying this to the face. You may experience a lot of stinging, burning, redness. It's not been tested for use on the face, so the formulation overall, it may be unpleasant to apply to the face. CeraVe, I have gotten feedback that it works well on your face, but I would still say proceed with caution, because this is a product that is formulated for rough and bumpy skin on the body, and you may just experience a lot more irritation with it. In the description box, I will also list some facial moisturizers that have ingredients that help with keratosis pilaris. This family of ingredients specifically, it's referred to as a keratolytic. It just helps dissolve and exfoliate that rough, bumpy skin and facilitate better skin barrier health overall. And they do make many products for the face with such ingredients: salicylic acid, glycolic acid, lactic acid, and urea, an unsung hero in the KP game. So I didn't talk about urea in this video because it's just a comparator between two ammonium lactate products sold over the counter. Objectively speaking, I can't tell you which one of these is better. They both perform well. We just have a lot more clinical experience with the Amlactin one, a lot more even papers out there using this clinically to really know that it's effective. But a lot of people have gotten good results using the CeraVe product, and it does have some additional ingredients that help with barrier health. So at the end of the day, they're both fantastic choice. While the CeraVe one is a bit more expensive, it's not that much more expensive in the grand scheme of things, especially if you're going to stay more consistent with it. And if you find that the Amlactin product stings, you consider trying the CeraVe one. In my experience, it stings a lot less. It doesn't sting at all for me personally, so try that one out if you've had, you know, a bad run-in with Amlactin. All right, you guys, that's how these two products compare, how they perform in terms of consistency, ingredients, and which ones you might want to consider, especially if you're dealing with keratosis pilaris. But let me know in the comments, which is your favorite? Do you prefer Amlactin or do you prefer the CeraVe SA lotion? Let me know. But if you guys enjoyed this video, on the end slide, I'm going to put another similar video where I compare Aquaphor to CeraVe healing ointment. So check that one out. But if you like this, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.